Hi, anywhere you want. Can I get you something to drink?
A cup of coffee and a couple of aspirin.
The coffee I can supply. You'll have to go to a drugstore for the headache.
Great. This day can't get any worse. Give me a plate of scrambled eggs and some sausage. Hey, you listening to me?
I think your day just got worse.
No! No! No.
Oh.
What's an ASA?
It's the Association for the Study of American Archaeology.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm in charge of the whole week, gathering the leading archaeologists from around the country to hear about their latest discoveries.
So you're like Indiana Jones.
Sort of.
Where's your bullwhip?
Sorry, I left it in the classroom.
Cool.
Yes, I am. What you see here is part of a sarcophagus from Egypt's late 21st dynasty, about 1000 BCE. This cedar board covers the wrapped body of a wealthy merchant in a 4-part nested coffin. I want you all to experience the painstaking conservation effort that goes into preserving something like this in top condition. So, what you're going to do is take this mixture of damar resin and beeswax and this Q-tip and clean off the surface deposits. Okay? Get to work. Milton, where's your partner?
I prefer to work alone.
You do know you're supposed to wear gloves.
Does it make a difference?
Only if you want to do it right. Look, I know your family's name is on the building, but that doesn't mean classroom rules don't apply to you.
Whatever you say.
Okay, class, please be especially careful with the iconography.
Hi, Emma.
Althea! Oh, it's your big day.
Don't remind me. I have a few things I need to go over with you before the opening banquet.
Great, right after this class?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, I miss getting my hands dirty like that. I should never have gone into administration.
What are you going to do after tonight?
I'm going to relax. Write books. With a pen. If I never see another computer, I'll be happy.
Class, I'd like you to welcome Professor Harrison, Dean of the School of Archaeology and President of the ASAA.
But don't worry, I'm retiring tonight, so you don't have to remember me. Keep going.
Just let me do it.
You know my hands are steadier than yours.
Oh, come on. Who shattered the geode in Archaeology 101?
That was 5 years ago.
A mere blip in archaeological time.
I hate
How long have they been dating?
archaeological time.
Really? No. They're my graduate assistants. I would know.
Give them time.
Huh. Okay, class, please put down your Q-tips. Come over here. All right, we are going to carefully turn over this mummy board or false lid of the coffin to look for the inscriptions underneath.
Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. Students, don't ever do this.
Really, ever?
Okay, everybody, this is a golden ushabti. This is very rare. It signifies that the person in here was of royal descent. And this is a very significant find.
And I helped you find it?
Well, by almost dropping the lid. Don't do that again.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Are you here for the conference?
Sort of.
Well, if you need any help getting oriented,
I'm looking for the conference exhibit.
it's just inside.
Oh.
I'm Paula Winter.
Hi, I'm Jim Connor, FBI.
FBI?
Yeah.
So you're not an archaeologist?
Oh, well, I sort of am. In my way.
You know these are all forgeries, don't you?
Yeah, every one of them.
Connor!
Oh!
Hi.
Professor Fielding. Hi.
Hi. This is Professor Harrison. This is Agent Jim Connor of the FBI Antiquities Division.
Oh, are we under investigation?
No. I just got corralled into giving a speech on forgery and crime in archaeology.
Ah, and I can guess who did the corralling?
Well, I just thought it would jazz up the conference a little bit, and I didn't corral.
No, in fairness, arm twisted.
Well, I simply reminded you that you owed me one. I helped him solve a couple of crimes.
The way I remember it, I saved her life.
Well, I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
And how long have you two been dating?
What?
No, oh no, we're not.
No.
Dr. Harrison.
Oh, Chief Breck. Oh, how are you doing?
Doing great, Althea. Overseeing the installation of Emma's latest discovery.
This is the oldest human skull ever found in New England.
Thinking of naming it the Fielding Skull. After the intrepid archaeologist who first discovered it.
Oh, don't call it that, please. Look, it's a Kenzer skull. See?
Well, we'll see.
Looks like he died from blunt force trauma. I'd investigate.
Now that's what I'd call a cold case. Happened 7,000 years ago.
7,000. Well, there's no statute of limitations on murder.
So what do you think, Chief Breck? Want to dust off your magnifying glass and go looking for clues? Just like old times?
Only if you'd help me.
I actually wanted a word, Bob. Let's see.
So nice to see you.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I'm really looking forward to your lecture.
Aw, thank you.
Wish me luck.
Can't believe you actually want to join the Order of Bacchus.
What's wrong with me wanting to join one of the most prestigious secret societies in the country?
Secret society? You don't see the problem with that?
It's just a bunch of students getting together for friendship and games and beer.
A bunch of rich kids planning what they'll do when they grow up and take over the country.
Exactly. It's called networking. You should join too.
No, thank you.
All right.
Sabretooth.
What?
That's a secret code word, so I know you haven't been replaced by a brainwashed doppelganger.
Why Sabretooth?
It's your favorite extinct mammal.
Well, actually, I've been reading a lot about woolly mammoths lately, and...
Joe?
Okay, Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you the first time.
Sorry, I didn't hear a doorbell.
Hey, Emma. The usual?
Make it a double.
Oh, mocha frappuccino, double mocha.
I forgot how difficult it is to wrangle 120 academics for a whole week. Why'd I agree to plan this, Ruby?
Because Harrison asked you and you like to feel indispensable.
I do.
You do. Let's have a look at this. Oh, come on. Well, you just have to get through the welcome banquet, 20 artifact presentations, 10 lectures by professors, the farewell banquet, and you'll be fine.
Thank you. Wow, when you put it that way, it sounds totally doable.
Doesn't it?
What about you? Are you ready for tonight?
Oh, well, you know me. I can cater a dinner in my sleep.
Oh, thank you. That's one thing off my mind. What would I do without you?
I don't know.
Professor Fielding,
Hi, Professor Beardman.
why did you schedule my lecture for 7 a.m. on Friday morning? That's a death slot.
I'm sorry, Carl. Somebody has to go there.
Why does it have to be me?
Well, I figured as a fellow cancer professor you would understand.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. You don't know who Professor Harrison's going to name as her successor, do you?
She hasn't told me a thing.
It's going to be you, isn't it?
Oh, I certainly hope not.
Yikes.
I know.
What was that about?
Oh, everybody's trying to figure out who Harrison is going to name as her successor as president of the ASAA.
Is the presidency such a big deal?
It's the most prestigious position in my field. Influence, power, $10 million in grants to give away, traveling the world, giving lectures.
So, like, rock star status.
In archaeological terms, yes.
Oh, Emma, is she gonna choose you?
Why does everybody keep asking me that? I don't want it.
What? Why not?
Well, the politics would drive me crazy for one thing, and I became an archaeologist because I like archaeology. I like discovering things. I don't like administration.
Okay. So, when is she gonna pick her successor?
Tonight, at the banquet, and then he or she will be inaugurated as president at the end of the conference.
Wow.
Professor Harrison, hi. I have uncovered a pre-Columbian artifact. I need you to postpone your decision.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott.
Once you've heard my lecture tomorrow, I know you'll choose me.
I'm going to announce my decision this evening.
Okay, but couldn't it wait? Please.
Emma, you remember Dr. Turner from Covington College?
I know Scott.
Yes, I was just explaining to Professor Harrison that I have uncovered a pre-Columbian artifact that will rewrite pre-American history. I mean, you've got to see it to believe it.
Don't let him influence you, Althea. As you know, I have a lot of support among the rank and file.
Dr. Winter, how are things in Boston?
Hectic. It's nice to be in a peaceful, quaint town like this.
How is that little college of yours anyway, Paula?
Very funny. It's good to see you in such good spirits, considering.
Considering?
Haven't you heard? I don't want to be the one to tell you.
To tell me what?
Well, there was an accident on the highway, and the truck that was carrying your artifact was destroyed.
What? No. Where did you hear that?
Chief Breck told me. I assumed you knew.
No. No, it isn't possible.
Why do I always seem to give bad news?
Maybe because you enjoy it so much?
You're funny, too. Well, I better run.
Are you sure you have to retire? If these are your potential replacements, we're in trouble.
I have to go see to something, okay?
Milton? Hey, you're not a member? Not yet.
Quiet. So, you wish to join the Order of Bacchus?
Yes, I think so.
Membership into the Order has its price. Are you willing to fulfill the initiation rites?
Yes. Well, that depends.
Thank you so much for helping out, Carrie.
My pleasure. Sorry about Joe.
Yeah, it's not like him to be late. I wonder where he is.
All right, everyone. It's showtime.
There you are.
Hey.
Are you a member of the Order of Bacchus now?
No, and I never will be.
Your choice or theirs?
Let's just say Sabretooth.
I'm glad to hear it.
All I'm saying is that when I'm president of the ASAA, things will run a little bit differently.
when you're president.
That's very unlikely.
Tell us, what will your presentation be about tomorrow morning, Scott?
You know that if I had that artifact...
Oh, give it up, Turner. Bet you never even found a pre-Columbian artifact.
I did.
When is your presentation slot, Professor Bieberman?
Friday morning.
Friday morning? You know there's a death slot, right?
Great.
You good?
Thank you. I'll see you up there. Thank you.
Hi.
Whoa.
Good evening.
You clean up nice.
Yeah, don't I? You know, I feel like 007. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
So I guess we're sitting here together.
I had nothing to do with that.
So it must be fate then.
Emma Fielding. Hello.
Duncan! Oh, whoa, my goodness. Well,
Look at you.
wow, what a surprise. How long has it been? 7 years?
And 3 months, but who's counting?
Duncan, this is Jim Connor.
Hello.
Hello.
Duncan is one of the preeminent archaeologists in the country. Jim is an FBI agent. He has a gun.
Not on me.
He has to say that.
I'll bear that in mind.
I see you found out about my little surprise. I invited Duncan at the last minute. I hope you don't mind.
I'll get over it.
Have you seen Chief Breck?
No.
I've been trying to reach him all evening. I need to speak with him and Sheriff Dunbar.
Well, I'm sure he'll be here soon. Is something wrong?
No. Well, I don't know. It's just something that I need to discuss with them. More bitter than death.
Althea, you okay?
Nothing that you have to worry about.
This wine tastes like a finely aged paint thinner.
You always set away with an insult, Duncan.
So he's an old friend? Or?
Not really.
Wait, not really old or not really a friend?
Neither. We used to work together.
And we were engaged. Let's not forget that.
Engaged? Really? To be married?
That's the one.
I wouldn't worry about it, Jim. It was a long time ago. Plus, I don't remember much. How about you, Emma? Do you remember?
Vaguely.
So, how long have you two been seeing each other?
We're not.
We're not seeing each other.
Really?
Yeah.
I sense an electricity here.
Well, your senses never were very sharp.
Suppose not.
Yeah, no, we're just friends. We're colleagues, I guess.
I thought you were an FBI agent.
I am. Emma's helped me solve a couple of cases.
Oh. No, you spelled arrogant wrong. Good use of the word braggart, though.
You know, if someone doesn't pass me a note soon, I'm going to feel a little left out.
Evening, everyone. Althea, you wanted to see me?
Yes. I need to talk to you after this. And can you call Sheriff Dunbar and have her meet us?
Sure.
Emma, Althea, it's time for the speeches. The dean's about to introduce you. Duncan.
Ruby.
What a surprise.
Looking radiant as ever.
Thank you.
Bob, we'll talk later.
Okay. Well.
Thank you. What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you, I hope.
Hello. As you know, I'm Ben Hawkins, Dean of Kenzer College. And as the Dean, I don't claim to be an expert on archaeology. In fact, I don't know carbon dating from online dating. But we here at Kenzer pride ourselves on having one of the premier archaeology and antiquity departments in the country, and helmed by some of the most renowned professors in the world. With that in mind, it is my pleasure to introduce Professor Emma Fielding.
Thank you, Dean Hawkins. Hello. Welcome to the annual meeting of the Association for the Study of American Archaeology. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because we are here to celebrate the career of a woman who needs no excavation. My only attempt at a joke. I promise you can relax now. Althea Harrison has been president of the ASAA for 10 years. Just one moment. Connor, that's the alarm at the museum.
Let's go take a look.
Okay. Oh, I don't have a key.
Step aside. This is campus security. Is anyone here?
Chief Breck.
The doors were locked. How did they get in?
And how did they get out?
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. There's been a break-in at the museum, but Chief Breck has everything under control. So we are going to continue our evening. Please, have a seat. Well, where were we? I'm sure you're all eager to hear from our guest of honor, so without further delay, Professor Althea Harrison.
Thank you, Emma. I can't tell you what it means to me to see all your faces out there. Sorry. I have been a member of...
Althea! Althea!
She's dead.
Can't believe it. Was it a heart attack?
Smell this. It's a water glass. Smells bitter.
What?
I think she was poisoned.
So you pick up her glass and get your fingerprints all over
Well,
it?
I'm not aware of all your FBI rules, but I do know a murder when I see one.
Just leave it to the professionals. Listen up, please. This is a possible crime scene, so nobody can leave here until they've been questioned and released by the police.
We're so sorry about Professor Harrison.
I know you two were close.
Thank you.
Question is, who murdered her?
She was murdered?
No, we don't know that for certain.
About the alarm, was anything stolen from the museum?
Yes. Kenzer's skull was taken just before Professor Harrison died. So I'm wondering...
What?
Well, the break-in at the museum is connected to her death.
So you think she was poisoned?
I'm just asking questions. I don't have any answers.
Such as who had a motive to kill her?
Why are you acting like Sherlock Holmes?
The shoe fits.
Sure. Hey, we have reason to believe that Professor Harrison may have been murdered.
You do?
Yeah.
And who are you?
Oh, I'm Agent Jim Connor, FBI, Antiquities Division.
Agent Connor, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Why do you think Professor Harrison was murdered?
I just said it was a possibility.
Well, possibility's not good enough.
All right. Everyone can go. Just leave your name and number with the deputy, and don't leave town until we talk to you. How about we let the medical examiner decide if she's murdered?
Fine with me.
Why would anyone want to kill Professor Harrison anyway?
One possibility is that she was going to announce her successor.
The successor to her presidency?
Mm-hmm.
And you're who again?
I'm Emma Fielding. I'm an archaeology professor at Kenzer.
So that would give you motive too, then, wouldn't it?
No, I'd rather be in the field than in a committee room.
Not your style, huh?
Not at all. Sheriff, Dr. Harrison mentioned that she wanted to talk to you after dinner tonight. Did Chief Breck call you?
Oh, he did. Yeah, what was that about then, Bob?
I wish I knew. Althea was very upset, said she wanted to talk to us after dinner about something urgent.
Maybe someone wanted to keep her quiet.
More bitter than death.
What?
Althea said that tonight, right after she said she needed to talk to the sheriff.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's a quote from something. Shakespeare or the Bible. I can't place it.
At least Sheriff Dunbar is starting to believe that Professor Harrison was murdered.
After she's released all the suspects.
She knows where everybody is. She can talk to them.
Once they've destroyed all the evidence.
What evidence? Who made you part of this investigation?
So you are investigating?
Yes, that's what I do. I'm an FBI officer. I investigate.
I'm an archaeologist. I do the same thing.
Where have I heard that before?
I'll be right back. Bob. Are you okay?
You know, I went to college here with Althea.
I didn't know.
She helped me through some hard times. My brother came here too, and when he died, she was there for me. Then I dropped out of school and we drifted apart. I went into the security business, she took the academic route.
And eventually you got a job here.
Yeah. The person who did this, they'll live to regret it.
You're up early. Come on in.
I couldn't sleep.
It's because I kept calling him.
You can turn your phone off, you know. That's what I do.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Never mind. Do you guys want some coffee?
Sure.
Yes, please. All right, tell her what you have to tell her.
Okay. It has to do with what happened last night.
Oh, I don't think I've even processed that she's gone. Althea was such a good friend for so long. It's hard to believe I won't see her again.
I'm so sorry. That's awful about Professor Harrison. But I think I might know something about the break-in at the museum.
Joe knows who was behind it.
I don't know, but I have information.
What information?
Well, as you know, I got here on a scholarship. My parents don't have much money. I don't have many, what you call, contacts. I thought if I could get some...
You wanted to join the Order of Bacchus.
Really? Them?
But they required me to do some silly initiation stuff. They asked me to steal an artifact from the college and place it in the inner sanctum.
Are you serious?
They told me I could steal it from campus storage.
Or museum archives?
Just stuff nobody would miss. An arrowhead or an old nail. But if someone really wanted to make an impression...
Someone like Milton Oberland.
What about Milton?
He was at the initiation with me. When I heard what they wanted us to do, I left. But Milton, he stayed.
And he hasn't been back to his room since. His housemates haven't seen him.
So, I was thinking...
Maybe he wanted to steal something special to make an impact.
You think he stole the skull?
I think he might have.
That doesn't explain how he got in and out. The museum was locked tight. The alarm didn't go off till the glass on the case broke.
I can't help you with that, but I saw the inner sanctum. It was filled with artifacts.
Did they really call it the inner sanctum? It's a bit much, don't you think?
They're very theatrical.
Yeah. So, where is this inner sanctum?
I was blindfolded when they brought me there and when I left, but it was somewhere on campus. I could tell we went in through this heavy, like, metal-sounding door, but definitely left a different way. When we were walking, I could hear the sound of the fountain on the quad, and this other really weird noise.
Well, what was it?
I don't know. It was like a clang or more of a clunk, maybe?
But you don't know what it is?
Is the student reliable?
Totally reliable.
Well, I suppose it is possible that Professor Harrison's death and the theft at the museum are related.
Do you think Althea was poisoned?
The coroner report isn't in yet.
Okay, one more thing. Dr. Scott Turner had an artifact coming in by truck yesterday morning. What happened to it?
It burned up in a truck fire.
I know that, but how?
We're still investigating the cause.
And what about the quote?
A lot of people quote the Bible in times of stress.
More bitter than death? It's hardly comforting. And don't you think it's too much of a coincidence to have an unexplained truck fire, a death, and a theft at the museum all in the same day?
Sometimes a coincidence is just a coincidence.
Thank you. Hey!
Hey,
Where are you heading?
I was gonna go in and talk to Sheriff Dunbar, see if there's anything new.
Don't bother. She's not in a very cooperative mood.
Okay. Maybe I'll talk to her later.
Okay.
Hey, Emma, can I ask you something?
Sure.
How well do you know Duncan Thatcher?
Why do you ask?
Well, he showed up the night of the murder and picked up that glass and got his fingerprints all over it, and then you seem to know him really well.
Is he a suspect?
No more than anyone else that was there.
Look, Duncan may be a lot of things, but he's not a murderer.
Emma! There you are. Your TA told me you'd be here.
Here I am.
Can we talk? Some people might think it's insensitive for me to bring this up, but I know you'll understand. Who do you think Professor Harrison was going to name as her successor?
I have no idea.
You know she was going to pick me. And in this time of crisis, we need a steady hand at the tiller. Solid leadership.
And do you think you can provide that?
That goes without saying.
You know, I don't think you provided especially strong leadership when you told Dr. Turner that his precious artifact had burned up in that truck fire. In fact, he seemed to enjoy it.
Does it seem that way to you?
The sheriff's department didn't trace the contents of the truck back to Dr. Turner until the evening, so I was curious, how did you know about that?
I think Chief Breck told me.
Really, because Chief Breck told me that he hadn't heard about it till hours later. I can't see how you heard about that unless you were there when the truck burned.
I wasn't. Don't be ridiculous. I should run. I have to go prepare for my lecture tomorrow.
Oh, nice interrogation.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm good at that. I mean, it's kind of my job. I think we have to look into the truck fire.
Okay.
Agent Connor. Thought you might want to see this.
Coroner's report. Yeah, it's official. Althea Harrison was poisoned.
Some coincidence.
We hear you were wanting to be president.
Of course I wanted the presidency. It was the realization of all of my dreams, the culmination of a career in archaeology. Wouldn't you want to be the head of the FBI?
Oh, no, not particularly. So did you want the position enough to kill for it?
No. And besides, I'm sure she was going to name me. Why should I kill her?
But what if she came in between you and the presidency?
I don't know what you're implying, but I would never hurt Professor Harrison.
What would you kill for?
I wouldn't kill for anything.
Are you sure she wasn't going to name Scott Turner?
Scott, please. He's never going to be president.
You seem very certain.
Have you met him?
I was counting on that discovery to convince Dr. Harrison to grant me the presidency.
Whatever she decided, I would support.
Must have been devastating.
Well, yes, it hurt my chances, but it didn't kill my chances. I was still a strong frontrunner.
How did you know about the truck fire that destroyed his discovery?
I overheard Chief Breck talking about it.
Oh, yeah? When was that?
Yesterday.
Found it.
Found what? Oh, the quote.
More bitter than death, Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Hey, where do you keep your saffron?
I don't have any saffron.
What? Come on.
Things are pretty basic here. I have salt and pepper, that's about it.
Well, what do you do when you want good food?
I go to your restaurant.
Haha.
All right, let's look at this from a different angle. We have a truck fire, a stolen skull, and a murder. How are they connected? Excuse me? You're early, come in.
I bring wine and news.
What's the news?
Well, the first one is they identified the poison that killed Professor Harrison.
Oh.
It's a very rare neurotoxin that comes from poisoned dart frogs, found only in Colombia.
You know, Dr. Biberman just got back from Colombia.
That's interesting. What are you making?
Paella.
Paella. Ooh, oh, wait. Where's the saffron?
You just don't get me started.
Well,
Okay, fine. I'm gonna order 2 pizzas. Are you happy?
New York or Chicago?
I'll get one of each. What was the other news?
Dr. Paula Winter was teaching a class when the truck burned, so she's clear to that anyway.
So then the question is, who else would want to burn up Dr. Turner's treasure and why?
Somebody who was jealous of him? Or maybe Turner did it himself?
Why?
Maybe there never really was an artifact and he wanted to cover that up.
Possible. The other question is, how did the poison get into Professor Harrison's glass?
Plenty of people went by her table. Any of them could have put it in. Huh. Dean Hawkins wants to meet with me.
About what?
I don't know. He says it'll only take a minute. The college is just around the corner. I'll be right back. Don't eat all the New York pizza.
I can't guarantee that.
Try!
Thanks.
So, anything you want to ask me?
About what?
Oh, I just thought you might want to talk about Emma.
Oh, no. No, not really.
Oh.
What's up with this Duncan guy?
What about him?
Well, you know, he's just so British. The conference is the Association for the Study of American Archaeology.
Oh, yeah. Duncan's a dual citizen. When he lived in the States, he and Emma were partners. Duncan had this uncanny knack for finding treasure in the most remote places.
So why'd they break up?
Well, if you ask me, Duncan just wasn't a very good communicator. Emma needs someone who isn't afraid to say how he feels.
Huh? Do you think that she still has feelings for him?
Maybe you should ask her.
Emma.
Thank you for meeting us so quickly.
Of course.
Emma, a lot of people think that in deference to Dr. Harrison's death, we should cancel the rest of the conference.
Oh. What do you think?
Although I understand that reaction, I wonder if it isn't important to keep the conference on track. What do you think, Emma?
I think Althea would have wanted the conference to continue. I mean, some of the greatest minds in her field are here to discuss research and insights. I think she'd like knowing that someone still cares about the things she did.
You agree, Ben? We've known her longer than anyone else here.
I can still remember us out here on the quad together as undergrads. You, me, Althea.
And my brother, Greg.
Yes. Your poor brother. Those were bittersweet times. Whoever thought we'd end up like this?
I think Althea would have wanted us to keep the conference going. She was tenacious, even then.
Then it's decided. We keep it going. Althea's sick. Excuse me.
Good.
Bob? Hi, do you mind if I ask, I know you mentioned it earlier, but how did your brother die? Was it an accident? I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. He was a year behind me. I don't know what possessed him. He decided to climb the clock tower and ring the bell. No one had ever done that before. It's too dangerous. There's no handholds, but he was a rock climber. He thought he could do it. He made it all the way to the top when he fell. He was only 19.
I am so sorry.
He was a smart kid. He would have done great things.
Hey.
Hey, Professor Fielding, you wanted us to come over?
Yes, the conference is back on, so I wanted to go over your presentation for Thursday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ready and willing.
Oh, come on, you couldn't save me one slice?
They're still Chicago style.
Great.
Hey, Joe remembered something he wanted to tell you.
Right. Okay, I think this is very important. When they took me to the inner sanctum, I was blindfolded, right? And on the way in, I could hear something. I just can't quite place it. But I could smell night-blooming jasmine. So the inner sanctum is in a campus building surrounded by night-blooming jasmine.
Okay, but there's night-blooming jasmine all over campus.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help us.
But thank you, Joe.
But Emma, let this be a lesson. When people say they've solved the case, they've never solved the case.
I didn't actually say I'd solved the case.
I've solved the case.
Where are we we going?
Trust me, this is the way.
Are you saying that you know who killed Professor Harrison?
No, not that. I know how they took the Kenza skull. See, I believe the theft and the murder are connected. If we can find who's behind one... See, I've been mulling over the basic question. If the museum was all locked up, how did the perp manage to get in and out?
We don't call them perps.
Well, what do you call the people who commit the crimes?
Criminals.
That's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Not on the nose.
Have you ever heard of the Kenza College tunnels? Mm-hmm. Althea mentioned them to me once. They're fascinating.
No, I haven't.
I have.
Supposedly they were dug during the Prohibition, either by smugglers or pirates, depending on who you believe, but a criminal may have used them to get inside the museum without setting off the alarm.
You may be right. Okay, hold on. I think it's this way.
How did you know about this place?
I haven't thought about it for years. I don't even know if it leads to the museum, but when I was an undergraduate, I used to go exploring all the time. It's right around here. Power box here. Hopefully it still works. Ah.
Will it stay on, do you think?
Hope so. Come on.
So you did this as an undergraduate?
Yeah, it was fun.
I played beer pong.
Aw, that's fun too.
Do we know if that's the museum?
No, we have to check. Archaeology's all about trial and error. All right, you guys think you can lift me up?
Yeah?
Yeah? All right.
She's good at this. I taught her everything she knows.
This engineering building. We're getting closer?
Engineering.
Wait. Do you feel that? The ground is unstable here. I think we should go back.
Don't be ridiculous. We've come this far. Step back. All right. Probably should have turned around.
Hold my hand.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I want to try to walk across that rebar.
Oh, wait, let me go first. I'm taller.
No, I'm lighter.
God, be careful.
Easy.
There you go. Easy. There we go. Got you.
Oh. It's okay. I'm on solid ground. You can let go.
You can let go now. He's on solid ground.
Mind your own business.
Let's go.
Oh, here's one.
12th time is a charm.
There's no way we're gonna fit up there.
You know, I think I can. Hey, hoist me up.
Here we go.
We made it. I'll get you back home.
You okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Which way do we go now?
My gut says this way.
You got.
Welcome to my world.
He's got. We've been walking for a long time.
I Wow, I feel like we've crossed the state line.
We must be nearly there.
Yeah, we should have left breadcrumbs.
Or Theseus is full of bread. You know, the one Theseus left so he could find his way through the labyrinth to kill the Minotaur?
My thing didn't require a footnote.
Neither did mine. Duncan got it, didn't you?
Yes, though it's unsupported by the archaeological record.
It's Milton Oberland.
Yeah.
He must have gotten lost in the tunnels and been here all night. Milton?
Professor Fielding? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for taking the skull. Just get us out of here.
Easy now. Easy now.
And may I ask what you were doing in the tunnels?
We were investigating. We found this on Milton Oberland.
Thank you. Well, good work. I'll take it from here.
Sheriff, you have to investigate the Order of Bacchus. They're the reason Milton stole that.
Who told you that?
He did.
Okay, thank you. I'll do the questioning.
Emma, Agent Connor, may I have a word? I have news for you. It's from the sheriff's office. They interviewed a witness at the truck fire. They said they saw a man with round glasses and a beard near the truck just before the fire started.
Thank you.
Thanks. What are you thinking?
Carl Bieberman has round glasses and a beard, and he just got back from a trip from South America. Bolivia, Chile, and Colombia, all the sources for the poison.
Well, we ought to talk to him.
Okay.
Bieberman could have put the poison in Althea's drink. He had the opportunity.
Right.
Hello?
Professor Bieberman?
Dr. Bieberman?
Carl?
Is that poison frogs?
Yep. One can produce enough neurotoxin to take down a man 10 times over. Connor.
Hey, stop! FBI!
Are you okay?
Yeah. Duncan, what are you doing here?
We make a good team, don't we? Need to see how I distracted him there.
All right, come on. Well?
The frogs are there. He brought them from Colombia. Here's the invoice from U.S. Customs.
We think he may have used him to make the poison.
That may be, but that's not enough to arrest him for.
Well, he ran when I said it was from the FBI.
He ran because 2 people had broken into his house.
The door was open.
Bieberman was the only one with easy access to the poison that killed Professor Harrison.
It's not enough. I could bring him in for questioning, but that's it.
Questioning. He's going to be out in an hour. Now, she needs definitive proof that Bieberman was guilty.
Let's go find it. There has to be a way to prove that Biberman put the poison in Althea's water glass.
Maybe somebody saw him do it. Joe, Carrie, did you happen to see Biberman go over to Harrison's table during the dinner?
We were really busy. It's hard to say.
No, wait a minute. We were there. We did see everything. We just have to try and remember.
What do you mean?
Just concentrate, relax, let the memories come back to us. Or wait, no, think about something else and maybe it'll come to you.
Memory doesn't work that way. We're not video recorders.
Okay, maybe your memory doesn't work that way. You couldn't even remember where the inner sanctum was.
I was blindfolded, okay? I remember the jasmine.
Yeah, but why is that the only thing that you can remember? I mean, what was that sound you heard? Were you walking on a dirt road or a sidewalk? Were you going uphill or downhill?
I don't remember.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna let you, boys talk. Excuse me.
Want to talk about it?
About what?
You and Joe?
What about me and Carrie?
Well, things seem really tense between the two of you.
She's impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
You have to know him really well to know what I mean.
And you know him pretty well?
Maybe I know her too well. I can see how much it upsets her when I disagree with her.
Well, people disagree with each other all the time, and they still work together. Maybe something else is bothering you?
Well, what else would be bothering me?
Look, I don't want to get too personal, but has it ever occurred to you that you might have feelings for Joe?
What?
What kind of feelings?
I mean, you'd have to be blind not to see it.
Is it that obvious? This is so stupid. He's not even my type.
Maybe your type has changed.
How can you tell unless you ask?
Ask what? Excuse me, Carrie, but do you have feelings for me?
You'll never know until you say something.
Okay, so I say something. What happens then?
Then you know.
Maybe. But not tonight. I'm too tired.
I don't think you should wait. Tell her how you feel. Trust your instinct.
Is that what you do, Agent Connor?
That's what I should do.
I wouldn't let it go too long before you talk to him. The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Really?
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Maybe you're right. Wait a minute. I remember something. You were right. I thought about something else.
What?
How annoying you are, and it worked. I remember at the banquet, Biberman never left his table. He just munched on his salad, asked for more rolls, and got me to refill his water glass the entire time.
That doesn't help.
No, it does.
Because it rules Biberman out as a suspect.
Not completely, but...
So who did visit Harrison at her table?
Practically everybody. Dr. Turner, Dr. Winter, you, and you too, Agent Connor. Duncan Thatcher, Chief Breck. Practically everybody, but not Biberman.
Wow. That helps a lot, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, both of you.
Good night.
Good night. I wish we knew what Althea wanted to say to Chief Breck and Sheriff Dunbar. She learned something before dinner, but what was it? You know, maybe she wrote it down, took some notes.
Well, if she did, it'll be on our computer, and the sheriff has her computer.
Right.
I'm sure she's gone through it. We should get some sleep. It'll be clearer in the morning.
I hope so.
Emma.
Yeah.
Sleep tight.
You too.
Sorry I got weird.
Me too. I'm sorry you got weird. And I'm sorry I got weird too.
Well, good night.
Good night.
And Carrie?
Yeah.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
That is a real problem in my apartment, actually.
Did you talk to her?
Nope.
Me neither.
What?
Nothing. You want to go get a beer?
Yeah, sure.
Emma, honey, what are you doing? Go to bed.
I know. I'm just going over the schedule for the conference tomorrow. Oh, the stupid thing is frozen. Oh, it's mocking me. This is why I hate computers.
Yeah.
Oh, Althea used to say that. Which is why she wrote down her thoughts. Her notes wouldn't be on her computer. She wrote them with a pen. I need to go to her office, see if she left any notebooks or journals.
No, Emma, just stop. No, not tonight. You've done enough today. Come on.
Okay. Thank you. You're a good friend.
Well, a good friend wouldn't have eaten all the New York pizza.
I knew it was you.
Go to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm in the friend zone with Carrie. Or worse, I'm in the annoying acquaintance zone.
No, you're more than just an acquaintance.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't get on her nerves so much if you were just an acquaintance.
Great. Yeah. Then what am I?
Well, she could be just someone who genuinely dislikes you.
What?
Or she could be someone who can't stop thinking about you. You have to find out.
You mean make a move?
Yeah, just make your feelings known.
I know. I try. I can't talk around her. It's weird. You wouldn't understand, Agent Connor.
No, I do. I do. You can just call me Connor.
How do you know if the person you like likes you?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Well, I think you have to relax, okay? And then I think you have to ask the right questions. And then observe her actions, and you'll know.
Are we giving advice to the lovelorn?
Not really.
That's good. I wouldn't listen to this one here.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you listen to me?
Because I simply question the validity of romantic advice from a man who can't seem to get to first base with a woman he clearly yearns for.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
No, stop. No, who are we talking about here? Are we talking about the woman who's already dumped you? Probably because of that annoying accent. Women hate British accents.
How about that Milton Oberland? How do you think he's doing?
She didn't dump me.
Didn't she, though?
No.
Really?
She didn't.
That order of Bacchus is one crazy club.
Well, let's not paint the entire organization with the same dirty brush that we found here with this branch.
Why would you defend the Order of Bacchus?
I'm an alumni. Cambridge chapter.
Ah, of course.
Does it make me a suspect?
Well, that and the fact that you're an out-of-towner who just showed up the day that Professor Harrison was murdered.
Is that?
And they found you outside of Dr. Bieberman's.
It's looking rather bleak for me, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is.
But I've been in worse situations. I told you about the time that I found myself at the bottom of a Himalayan crevasse en route to the summit of K2.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was shot in the line of duty?
Did I ever tell you about the time that I got a really bad paper cut while taking the SATs?
That's okay, you win.
Cheers, mate. That's the story I want to hear.
Emma? Dr. Fielding.
Oh, man.
Are you all right?
I'm not. I'm really not.
Here, lay back. I called 911 and campus security.
What happened to the papers? This desk was cluttered with papers.
It was clear when I got here.
What are you doing here?
I was working late, preparing for my lecture. I heard a noise, and when I got here, all I found was you.
But where were you working? You don't have an office here.
Carl Bieberman let me use his.
Why would Carl let you use his office?
Professional courtesy.
But doesn't he hate you?
Why are you asking me this? You don't think I had something to do with all of this, do you?
Did you take Althea's notes?
No. All right, I wanted to come look through them to see who she had chosen as her successor. But when I got here, all I found was you.
Paula, I got your call. Emma, are you all right? What happened?
I don't know. I'm fine. I don't have a concussion. Why am I here?
Well, because you were assaulted and knocked unconscious.
And we have to catch who did it.
No, you don't have to find them. I do. And by the way, it couldn't have been Carl Bieberman. He was in custody.
Oh, so you did hold him overnight?
Well, he was the only one with easy access to the poison. Professor Fielding, I don't want you to think that your help isn't appreciated.
Thank you.
But you don't have the training to deal with dangerous situations.
Did he tell you to say that?
You've gotten us this far, and I thank you for that. But you've been injured, and you need to rest. We'll take it from here.
All right, we'll be in contact.
Fine. I'll stay here, but just to rest. How can I reach you?
What? Well, I'll have my phone with me.
You don't always answer your phone.
That's true. I don't. Listen, I'm glad that you're okay. Okay, bye.
So what do you think, Agent Khan?
I think we're close.
Bieberman's not our guy.
You still have Milton Oberlin in custody? I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah? You think the Order of Bacchus is involved?
Secret organization. They must have secrets.
Scott?
Emma, how are you?
Fine. It's nice of you to come by.
Oh, well, I was actually here getting my heart checked on. Palpitations.
Oh.
They said it's just a panic attack. Hell of a week I've had.
You've had?
Yeah. Well, first the truck fire burns up my artifact. Then the Kenzer skull gets stolen. Then Professor Harrison is killed. And then you get assaulted.
Yeah. Everything happens to you.
Tell me about it.
It's bound to get better.
Unless it gets worse.
Scott, your artifact that burned up in the truck fire, can you tell me about it?
It was a pre-Columbian urn. 1,000 years older than any previously discovered.
Wow. Amazing. Quite a find.
Yes, it was. Now it's gone. Just like the others.
Others?
I've heard rumors about artifacts that have gone missing from the museum's storage vault over the years. Somebody should check on that.
Well, I'm sure they check on it sometime. They have an inventory.
When was the last time they checked their inventory?
I don't know.
Because they don't want to know. Because of the Order.
Order of Bacchus?
Forget it. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Last time I told somebody it didn't end well.
Who did you tell?
Nobody.
Did you tell Professor Harrison?
I have to go. Somebody should check on that storage vault.
Dr. Abel to cardiology. Dr. Abel to cardiology.
client declines to answer any further questions.
That's fine. But I don't decline to ask them. Why did you steal the skull?
I thought it'd be funny.
You're answering. Don't do that.
Stop telling me what to do.
I don't think you did this alone. You tell me who put you up to it, and I'll make sure the DA cuts your deal, and we'll have you out of here in no time.
To be honest, I'll be out of here in no time even if I don't.
All right, your bail's been paid. You're free to go.
That's just the thing about having a rich father. Even if he does hate my guts. Let's go, Reed.
I don't get paid enough.
His father still hates him. He didn't make the bail.
Who did?
An anonymous donor. But I did a little digging. Turns out Dean Hawkins bailed him out.
Hey, Emma, found something out.
You looking for Professor Fielding?
Yes,
She checked herself out. Against doctor's advice, I might add.
Professor Fielding. She doesn't like to take advice.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Emma, it's me.
I can barely hear you.
I can't hear you. It's a bad connection. You hear me?
Do you want to call me back?
Want me to call back?
Connor?
Wait, where are you?
The storage vault.
In it. What?
I'm at the storage vault. I got the inventory list of everything stored here. I'm thinking, figure out the thing just for the thief.
Listen, I can't hear you.
You know what? You're really breaking up. You're gonna do what?
Listen, Emma, I'll talk to you soon, okay?
You know what? I'm gonna call you when I'm out of here.
Wait, here. Emma.
The symbol of Bacchus. More bitter than death. Ecclesiastes is the 21st book of the Bible, 7th chapter, 26th verse. '21, 7, 26.
You rang.
Last night at Ruby's, you said you were a member of the Order of Bacchus. Cambridge chapter?
Oh, I shouldn't have said as much. Alcohol just makes me even more boastful than usual.
More boastful?
Let's just forget I said anything.
But you're a member.
Even if I am, we're sworn to secrecy. We can't speak about the order with non-members.
Well, that's why you're useful to me. But you're still a member, right?
An alumni.
Okay. Does the order ever get up to illegal things?
No, nothing illegal. Sometimes foolish, possibly immoral, but nothing illegal.
All right. Well, I need your help.
Are you deputizing me? Let's do this.
You can start by telling me why you posted bail for Milton Oberlin.
I'm not telling you a thing.
We're not asking for much, just a bit of information about the Order of Bacchus.
I don't know anything about them.
Would you be willing to speak to a fellow member?
You're a member of the Order?
It's been a while, but I don't imagine it's changed much, or has it?
We believe that the Order's involved in some illegal activities.
Go on, tell him.
It's grand theft larceny.
Sounds like a felony.
It is a felony.
You can't prove the Order of Bacchus was behind any theft.
Can't we?
What if we said we had an informant?
What if we told you that it was a member that's turned?
Bieberman? He's a liar.
Well, what if he's told us everything about the underground vault, the inner sanctum?
You should turn now, Hawkins. You can't stop the wheels of justice.
There's gotta be another way out of this place. Oh, come on. I have an extra door with no handles. This is not good.
If I give you some information, off the record, will you not hold it against me?
Sorry, we
Absolutely,
can't
you
do
have
that.
my-
We cannot do that.
Word.
I want to talk to him.
Okay. I'll wait outside.
Well?
Legally, I'm waiting outside. But since Duncan's going to tell me everything you said, this will save us some time.
It's all pro forma usage, completely above board.
Okay. But you didn't hear this from me.
Unnamed source.
That's right. I'm being influenced.
Blackmailed.
Yes.
By whom? What do they have on you?
I don't want anyone to know. That's the whole idea behind blackmail, isn't it?
How much are they asking for?
They're not asking for money. He's asking me to keep quiet.
To keep quiet? About what?
For years, generations really, members have been stealing little things from the storage vault as an initiation.
Yeah, we know that.
It was just harmless fun. Then more expensive items started disappearing. Real valuable finds. Artifacts that could fetch some real money on the black market. Of course, I didn't know anything about it. Not for a long while.
What did you do when you found out this was happening?
Tried to stop it. That's when the threats started. Influence.
The blackmail.
So who's blackmailing you? And what do they have on you?
Can you promise me you'll keep my secret?
I can't do that at this time. No. I'm sorry, Dean Hawkins.
When I was an undergraduate, senior, I was the president of the Order of Bacchus. And I made some unfortunate choices.
Pre-Columbian. Professor Turner's artifact. Not burned up after all. Oh, thank goodness it's you. You don't have to do this.
Hold still. Be quiet. You should never have come in here, Professor.
Ah,
Now tell me what you know.
I was just putting things together. You were getting the students to loot the storage vault out there, taking all the most valuable items, and nobody noticed what was missing because you were the chief of security, the fox guarding the hen house.
You'd be surprised what the chief of security can learn. I even got enough on Carl Bieberman to force him to steal this pre-Columbian urn right out of the truck, just before I set fire to it.
But Dr. Turner knew or suspected what was going on. He told Dr. Harrison, and that's why she got the inventory list to check. She found the Bible and figured out the combination. That's why you knocked me out in her office, so I wouldn't find it. What did she think when she came in here and saw all this? Did she know you were behind it? I know she called you that night. Repeatedly, she told me that. You knew she had something on you. So you went to Bieberman's house, got the poison, and came to the dinner and put it in her drink.
I didn't want to kill Althea, but she was about to expose me.
No answer.
So you're certain she's in the storage vault?
I don't know. I couldn't make out what you're saying. I think that's what she said.
Follow me.
Why did you do all this? Just for the money?
You make it sound like that's nothing. Money is not nothing. Ever since I dropped out of school, I've just been scraping by.
Why did you drop out? Because of your brother?
Greg was a smart kid. When he got to college, he wanted to join the Order.
The Order of Bacchus.
Hawkins was the president of the Order that year. It was Hawkins who thought it would be funny to make Greg climb the clock tower and ring the bell.
I'm so sorry.
I told him not to do it, that it was too dangerous, but he did it anyway, and he fell.
Emma!
Emma?
She's not here. Where is she?
Where is she?
Come on. We're gonna go jog Joe's memory.
I knew it was Hawkins and the Order's fault, but I couldn't prove anything. I was helpless. I couldn't get out of this school fast enough.
But then you came back.
Yes. And as soon as Hawkins was dean, I took this job. And I went to him and I told him I had proof of his and the Order's involvement in my brother's death.
Did you?
No, but I've learned to be very convincing. I threatened to go to the authorities with everything I knew about Greg's death, unless he played along. Hawkins knew if the story came out, it would ruin him.
So, you exploited your brother's death to line your own pockets?
Are you trying to make me mad?
No.
You can't. Greg would understand. He'd want me to get what I could out of this.
So what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I guess I could, let you go and turn myself in.
That's a good plan.
Or I could bring the Order and this college down in ruins around me.
I don't like that plan as much.
By having your body discovered in the inner sanctum of the Order of Bacchus. I surrender.
Darn right you do. Thank you.
No, don't mention it. Come here.
How did you know where to find me?
Well, we couldn't find you in the storage vault, so we thought maybe you were in the inner sanctum.
But who told you where it was?
Joe finally remembered.
I knew I heard the fountain, and I finally figured out what that other sound was. The flagpole.
We then managed to locate the side entrance to the inner sanctum.
Yeah, that was the sound I heard.
Thank you.
Joe used that technique I gave him.
Well, we got into a fight, and while we were fighting, I remembered.
That is the technique.
I didn't even know they were talking. So.
I guess they made up.
Excuse me, before all done, can someone please call an ambulance? I think I've been stabbed.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Can you get me an ambulance?
Paella, everyone.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you want wine with that?
Oh, absolutely, thank you.
And a special dish for you, Professor.
Really?
Courtesy of Jim Connor here.
Oh, New York pizza. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, I did. I did it.
So sweet. Emma, we're ready for you. Okay. Keep it warm for me.
All right.
This has been a trying time for all of us, but Althea Harrison would have wanted us to carry on. She said as much in the notes we found in her office. She also named a worthy successor to lead the ASAA to a new chapter of greatness. Colleagues, please join me in welcoming the new president of the Association for the Study of American Archaeology, Professor Duncan Thatcher.
Thank you, Emma. It is a great honor to carry on from such a wonderful president as Althea Harrison.
What do you think of Duncan?
Association for the Study of American Archaeology.
You know, he looks so perfect. He's got perfect hair, perfect smile. Sometimes he can be a jerk.
No. He is perfect. That's why I broke up our engagement. He's too perfect.
Staff and under my tutelage and guidance.
How do you feel about me?
You?
Mm-hmm.
You're not perfect.
Now, I'm going to do something rather unexpected for me, at least, and give credit to someone else here. I'd like to recognize Professor Emma Fielding for coordinating this entire event. Emma, please stand up and take a bow.